Greetings and salutations, such dear, beautiful souls. Much love, light, gratitude, and appreciation to all of you. Explanation point of joy. Me decided to share, because sharing is caring. It's come to the elf's awareness of just that, sharing is caring. And when elf is saying, me understands, me knows what it feels like, me knows, me's been there, one way, shape, or form, this lifetime, other lifetimes. Yeah, irrelevant. But me knows, me also has been, and still is, continuously cleaning out the heart space rooms. And when me is expressing that heart space rooms, picture definitely a castle with many rooms. For I am a multi-dimensional being living, having a grand experience within this beautiful body of mine. This beautiful body of mine. I'm going to full circle on that. This beautiful body of mine, one could perceive and see all beautiful, wonderful scars that are all over this beautiful body. All over, head to toe. Those scars I see as beautiful knowledge and experience, not other moments that are labeled in different frequencies, different words. They were experiences that this soul has signed up for to experience. So this soul can sit here and say, me knows, me feels you, me understands, me has room in heart. Have a seat, stay a while, stay as long as you like, it's for free. No more renting space. Rent was an illusion elf had of renting space for people, for souls, better words, because sometimes they're not people, sometimes they're animals, or other creatures, beautiful beings. Anywho, not to get off topic here, so elf is going to share some of those past selves, the older self, I say, not the younger self, because the younger self is where I'm going. I'm getting younger and I'm getting wiser each and every day that I breathe. That I sit down and just go, what am I doing? What are we doing? Where are we going? How are we going to get there? And just let it go. And that's it too as well. It's letting it go. To clean out that room. Because if one has all this experiences, these moments in their past, within their heart, and there's no room for anything else. Anything else. That's the whole beautifulness of that letting go process. You know, elf had to check in to make sure elf was totally secure and up for explaining and showing and sharing and fully exposing thyself of the pasts. To say, me knows. So, this body has experience being abandoned, adopted, knowing birth mom. So that came full circle. Raped in many shapes and forms of, physical, verbal, emotional, mental, abuse, all of it. Me has been in car crashes many a times. Me should not be walking many a ways and many times. But me is still here because me decides to be here because me is excited, super excited for what's coming up and the grand adventures that me only knows little bits and pieces of, because if me knew the full story, it'd be boring. I'd do something to muck it up, just to throw in some curveballs. Me knows self that way. But me agreed to have these experiences so me would know, me would understand all sides of the stories, because the way that the elf perceives those parts of me, would say still, I guess, because they are ways, it's like going to an empty room. and having a memory, or going down the road and having a memory of like, oh, I remember when I was there one time, blah, 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 blah. And then it's how you feel in those expressions. So had to do a full check-in to say, hey, am I okay with this? Am I okay to have this share? Am I solid enough? I'm not going to go down that weird slippery slope, because there is no going back. Me knows that. Me fully grasps and enjoys that inner standing. That's back there. I can't do anything back there. I can only do anything forward, or in this moment that I am now. So, let's see, I have 3 children. 1 adopted, 1 given up for adoption at a very young age. 2 beautiful children that I got the grand experience of raising for what moments that I did. We are not in communication now, but that's what it is. That's what it is. But the grandness is that they're very, very close. They're not far by. So universe is doing something, and that's it. There is no desire to reach out to try to connect to something that's not willing to connect yet. And knowing that, being aware of that. And that's the same kind of how I view my past, is like seeing it as a movie. And I get to see different perspectives now, watching that movie from a different points of view. No more in those moments of what we would call pain, anguish, fear, loss, guilt, everything, all of it. Oh. But me is decided to forgive thyself, and then everyone else that had play in those experiences. And open now enough, and have that empty space within that heart space now, because of that process of letting it go, really letting it go. Allows me to have that heart space, so I can now have other new, grander experiences, grander people, tribes, whatever you want to call vibes with, connections with. We could break it down to many different wordings on that one. But either way, it's still the same thing. It's a connection. The energy connection. Is it in flow? Or is it here? Is it there? Or is it in between? And it's allowed to go like this. It is allowed to go have a little bit of room. It should have a little bit of room, because with that little bit of room, you keep going, you keep growing, you keep going, you keep growing, you keep going, you keep growing. What really does inspire one? Another major question me likes to ask: what inspires you? What keeps you honest? What moves you? These are important questions to ask thyself as well. So, with that share, Elf feels the reason Elf keeps coming back into this beautiful body in this lifetime, this lifeline, this whatever you want to, frequency, loop, whatever, however you want to phrase it. Elf is here. Elf shares here and sits here and dances here and does the groovy thing here and talks about what Elf has processed. Good words. Processed. So it's to be that beautiful crystalline full-length mirror to show that different perspective of light, where most of the mirrors we were used to looking into are distorted 3D, so on, matrix, timelines, so forth, wherever you want to put that phrase, looking into, and the reflections were distorted. Me sits here and shines my light and my love and my openness and my understanding of when I hear and listen or interact with others, and allowing that to flow through. Allowing that to flow through, no matter what the connection may be sometimes. And there comes in with the unconditional forgiveness. So with that, Elf is going to say that to anyone that felt that Elf has hurt them in any way, shape, manner, or form by Elf's actions, elf's words. Because a lot of it is this now lately. Me's trying to still integrate that concept because telepathy is so much better. It's just, you really want to know what they're thinking about? Anyhow, but that's it, you know, there is no hiding. There is no hiding here either. With that grandness, you know, it's just me. It's just me. Myself. And then I's way back there. I's way back there. I tends to creep in here and now, though. I is back there. I is still a part. I is very important as well. But I in the right perspective. So, yeah, I'm just here to remind you all, you beautiful souls, that you're awesome. You are all superheroes. You're all multidimensional beings having experience within this beautiful human form. And look at where we've gotten. Look how far we've gotten. Bravo, bravo. Round of applause, round of applause, round of applause. Me honors you. Me sees your light. When me says namaste, me says me actually sees the light shining within you, reflecting off of me. Okay, so, you know, with that, Elf is not going to sit here and go about blame game either, because it's wasted in Elf's world. This is just my world, and me is seeing in my awareness in my world too. There's fews that are not fully viewing Elf in, you know, Elf's true form, or open or receiving for, better words, open and receiving for Elf's true form and Elf's new progression. And Elf will continue. Elf is going to continue to grow and glow brighter and shinier. And there's reasons that Elf only shares so much on all levels, on all aspects. For Elf knows that it's in fox mode, where Elf sits by the den, watches, there, just ready, but nearby, but still within the, not shadows, but the weeds and the grasses of the tall grasses, there, just right there. You just gotta take a peek. Yeah, really heighten your perception of where. So, and not in the stance where Elf is like on guard. No. Elf has nothing to be on guard for in all true aspects and sense. Elf knows. Elf is just there, in case needed. You know, that's truly what Elf says when the heart space is opened, and there's free room. Free room. They're all pretty cool rooms, actually. All right, with that I say, I love you all. Thank you very much. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your subscribes. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for just being you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for just showing up. Thank you for the connections. Me loves you. We got this. Be well.